ones, but it's because these fucking bigots here are putting a complaint. You know, and I think I made a thing in Tommy's show earlier in the morning when he was talking to Graham that I don't know how the Huns are cracking up with Bobby Sands, because the loyalist prisoners gained what the Republican prisoners got.
That's a very good point, James. A very good point, James. Sorry, that's just saying that's a very good point, mate.
You know, there was actually quite a lot of loyalist prisoners, not a lot, but some of them had went in their own prison protests to get, you know, what they seen as their rights. You know, so it just meant how things turned in. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the banner. It's because of harassment the Celtic fans and the Green Brigade has been getting. All they're asking the question is, here's these two people, you don't need to support them, but what do you think? Because this is what's been said about the two of them, you know, about the two of them. Because remember, William Wallace was a terrorist, you know.
Well, the fact, James, that he was stripped naked. He was stripped naked, and he was hung, and he was drawn, and he was quartered. I think told what they thought about William Wallace. And the fact of saying the people that a lot of the comeback I've heard about things is, well, that was 700 years ago. Life moves on and all the rest of it. Right, that's fine. Life moves on. That's fine. But I mean to deny. The fact is that the people are getting arrested for singing Roll of Honour. That's what the H banner against the sheep and the Bobby Sands and William Wallace thing was all about. It's about singing the Roll of Honour. Now I think the Celtic fans have moved with the times and have changed songs. I mean, you don't hear like Cross McGlenn or say hello to the Provost and that kind of thing, you know what I mean, anymore. But you can't take it all away. You can't take it all away from you. If you want to sing the Roll of Honour, there's nothing the matter with it.
See these Celtic fans that are waiting their knickers, they've done it the same in me, as in 111, the three stopped the lateral movement, right? They were all going mental a couple of months ago. You're going to date, the prison's going to be shut down and all this pish, and they're getting their knickers in a twist again. Lowell fucking always hates the Green Brigade, hates what they stand for, but see, at the end of the day, see if we get away with this, right? They're going to go for other things. Let's not kid ourselves.
Exactly, James, exactly.
Talk about the Huns here, own their culture and our club. Now, if you look at the big H, the big H of the Green Brigade had, right? Now, and the SFA or the SPL supposed to be looking at it pish. Now, see, at the end of the day, how do you know it was there? A banner for hearts, to save hearts. You know, it could be argued same with Bobby Sands. You're not doing a banner or for him and William Wallace. You're not doing it because you're saying it. We support them. All we're saying is, out of these two people, what do you think? Because people's been jailed and people's been saying one thing about one and one about the other.
I agree with what you're saying there, James, right? And I know you're man, and I'm just kind of beside you, right, at the ground. And I think the history of calling away that's the boys up the stairs at 111, or yous down the stairs, or us in 110, and the boys in 112 and all that. But that corner seems to be a wee bit of well, it's a big that when I start, we all get involved. But the fact, see what you're saying there, it wasn't about supporting Bobby Sands or supporting it. See what was? What's the problem with that anyway?
I totally agree with you, but the problem is it doesn't matter, they're trying to turn it into something that's no. That's my point. It wouldn't have bothered me if I did support Bobby Sands, but they're turning it into something that's no. Now, what people seem to forget, and it's taken away the reflection tube tonight, the section was fucking brilliant. Even the Italian said that, you know, how they kept on singing and kept going and going. And their team being that pish because they'll not spend money. And Lowell's moved right in because he knows it will take a bit of limelight away. And it's about time he stopped listening to these fucking, the Daily Ranger and the scum, and started listening to these fucking sticking up for his fans. But they're not going to do it. Let's not kid ourselves on. He's a Tory right wing. Or New Labour right wing, and they don't give a fuck about us.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. What you saying, Tommy?
I'm just, my plan of action is try to we need to dismantle this PLC, James. Any ideas, mate? Will you come along to, I'm trying to think about doing a show, will you come along to a show, James, if we do one in Glasgow in the next few weeks?
You were talking to my good mate the other day, Sniper, on your show.
Sniper?
No, I haven't got any, but the problem
Sniper's a grumpy bastard.
I just think it's too strong. The last time they had the Celtic, they were on their knees, right? They were on their knees. This is different, they're not on their knees. You know, they've got 2 billionaires on the board, they've got a bunch of Tories. You know, because the thing that used to get me was, when I used to go in the 70s and 80s and that, there was an elite mob that walked by, and you knew they looked down on you, the likes, the Kellys and that, right? Right, but now you've got a bigger group, elite fucking wankers. You see them walking by with that fucking double green, you know, tie, and looking at everybody walking in. Look at me, I can walk in the front door. You know, because people meet outside the statues, you know, a jock steam in that, to either see the team or, you know, and if you just look at the whole club, the fans, the players don't mix with the fans, you know, never. A couple of claps at the end of a game, and it's just totally distance the fans, the fans against this elite mob.
Absolutely, James.
As miles, and it's an absolute fucking disgrace.
Absolutely, James. I feel myself totally disenfranchised. Like, I've been saying for years I'm going to chuck it, right? But I can't justify, I can't explain to my 6-year-old boy that we're not going to football anymore. He doesn't understand all the politics here. I mean, he doesn't understand all the stuff. He just wants to go and see Celtic. He wants to go to football, he wants to go on the bus, he wants to, you know what I mean? So,
sack your boys, sack your boys, sack your boys.
See, you know the mad thing is about me, I'm actually dead laid back into this, whether the section gets shut or we get banned or anything like that, because they've shut us a few times and I'm just at the end of it where, see if you want to fucking ban us, fucking ban us.
You stop, James.
That one where I don't fucking care, and I really mean I'll obviously still support the team and all, but I don't think it'll happen. The Poles don't seem to have made any moves, and Celtic's not made any moves yet, unless you're trying to find out who's who. And considering they all fucking know they're in this section, because we've been studying there for 4 or 5 years, and I don't know what's happening.
James, right, I don't know if I've met you. I've probably seen you and you've probably seen me, right? Cutting about.
God help you, mate.
But I'm just asking, do you sit up the back of one or do the front?
I'm kind of about a quarter of the way up.
Right, so in front of the banner?
No, I'm a way back for the banner. I'm a few rows up for the banner.
Right. I was just asking, the reason why I was asking is because I was wanting to ask if the people that are kind of below the banner are getting because they're still in section 111, are they still getting paper tickets as well?
You mean the ones here, this banner? I don't think anybody's been... Oh, I see what you mean. See, everybody in the section, like, it's a paper ticket that gets sent to our house. Now, what John Paul Taylor tried to say was, we were all getting our own season ticket, right? It's got a different colour, right? But he's not done it. And when he was pulled up before...
It's not his fault, James. It's not his fault.
Even the ticket office is inundated, that are still working on giving us... I think it's going to be a green and yellow striped card, but we still heard nothing. And the striper had said before, it's game by game, and it is game by game.
Aye.
You know, and it's proved it. But we've still not received this season ticket card that we're supposed to be getting. I mean, I've still got Maldon's is up in my mates, because he's fighting a Celtic partner, he's leave it there and then go up. So, we don't know what's happening, and I reckon they'll drag their heels even more with what's going on. That's my own feeling, but you never know.
Aye, I was just interested to hear if it was only the people like the seats are behind the banner, or the people in 111 like down the front.
No, it's the whole section. It's the whole section. Anybody who's got a season ticket for 111, because obviously most of them, like myself, I'm in the Green Brigade. It's for all the other ones, all the way round. If you've got a season ticket for 111, I think there's an overspill in there they've got, and is it 112? I think we've all had the same. My season tickets will not work. You get a paper ticket sent through at the door, and that's it. I'm still waiting on this. We've been promised twice.
That's fucking out of order, mate.
Fuck. Right, hold on. You need to phone back. But somebody else was phoning there. Whoever was phoning there. You need to phone back in again. And you need, I'll need to put straight to divert. Hold on, we don't want the fucking hang on.
You didn't get hood up.
What? My hoodie?
It's not raining.
Am I your hoodie?
You're a fucking letdown to your faith.
How?
You terrorist Islamic cunt.
How's that a
I'm
letdown?
voting UKIP.
Fuck
Get
you.
you out of here.
Get you. Anytime you are, just fucking I'll go. Tell me, I'll take my computer. I'll go if you want. It's not a problem. We'll shut down the show. It's my
I'm
computer.
talking about the country.
It's my. I'll go to the country. Get me to fuck. I'll go. Fucking send me out of here. Send me back home.
You're a fucking Catholic anyway. You don't kid yourself,
I'll go back anytime. James, where are you, James? Come back on. Somebody else phoned there. Right. So we've got it on divert, right? It just goes straight to my mobile now. So you phone through, you're straight to the mobile, you're straight through to 2 crackpots, right? We can do 5-way calls actually on my mobile.
I'm not a crackpot, I'm an absolute fucking quite crowded individual.
Are you fuck?
All pirates, yes, they rabbi, sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation, triumphantly. Won't you help to sing?
Hold on, we interrupt a song here. First of all, the start there about the merchant ship. Parrot, it's okay, you've been on, you don't need to come back on, we know you're...
Uncle Albert.
Uncle Albert. But listen, we've got an appeal here, we've got an urgent appeal. Paul, we'll pass over to Paul. What's the appeal, Paul, we've got here?
It's an appeal for cans. It's an appeal for cans in Durham Chapel.
Cans?
Appeal for cans.
What kind of cans?
A bottle, dude.
A bottle? I don't know, we've got a collar.
I can't see the Amsterdam 6 with cans.
Hold on.
A collar.
Who's that? Hello?
Did I hang up? Was it fucking Jim Delahunt?
With the Jim Delahunt. Right.
Jim Delahunt. Try to go in the morning, we'll go to Hugh Keevins' door and do a fucking trophy outside. I know where he lives. It's just in Clydebank, man. It's just 5 minutes down the road. Do a trophy outside Hugh Keevins' door.
Right, so I've not got a motor.
Walk it.
I came up with a bus tonight. I left the motor. Right, we're back.
Oh, it's a fucking... It's a...
Another song of freedom.
Yeah, we're on a templated bus.
Phone back, whoever was that there, phone back.
Redemption songs. Redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom?